Should we have lent JPS 150 million US dollars of your tax money or negotiate the lease with JPS while they're fixing up the country if go borrow the money upon their own? Why if JPS not pay back the money?
Do you guys have empathy? Do you guys have any empathy? I saw the most heartbreaking video a while ago with people in Westmoreland standing outside. The rain is falling and they have nowhere to go. They were
try to give back as much that I call, so we try to go this community needed the most, and this community is not getting Mr. Carlos, the together and like what how much you give out today? Today we just focus on matches, and also we brought a few kids and some sweets for the kids and stuff.
Everybody that voted for the Jamaica Labour Party and everybody that, even if you voted for them, fine, because they think your economy are the good, so you voted for that, fine. But for all I know, we still defend them right now. Do you guys have empathy? Do you guys have any empathy? I saw the most heartbreaking video a while ago with people in Westmoreland standing outside. The rain is falling and they have nowhere to go. They were in the rain begging them under shelter. Hide. Do you guys have any empathy? Do you have any empathy? Do you have any art? Do you have art? Me hear the opposition leader beg and say, hey, can we put up some tents? And I still haven't seen that being done. When I have an art and then I talk about, oh, and the MP them. No! And the Saigo. If there's an emergency, why we don't have any emergency plan? You mean for tell me saying that the country on the camp and on tent to set up on camp? The people are out during the rain. They're outside in the rain. I'm not doing well. Them outside in the sun, them outside in the rain. Them on the corridors. They're hiding under corridors. Are we okay as a nation? Are we sitting and seeing this? Are we okay? Bro, wanna really sit down behind on the computer on the phone and still defending this? I wanna think on in our cult. Bro.
Your question concerning
so let's just clarify. None of the money that has been received has been spent as yet. So we've been using our government funds. They're now going to figure out how to spend it.
So a lot of you have been calling me and asking me, why would we take up 150 million US dollars of taxpayer money in Jamaica and lend to a foreign company? Because JPS is a foreign company. The government only owns 20% of JPS. So I'm going to break it down to you I'm going to try and break it down where the regular man on the street can understand it. So JPS had a license, but they have 2-year leave on the license. The government wrote to JPS and basically tell JPS, well, we're going to renegotiate at some point down the road. We're going to sit down again at the table because you only have 2-year leave on your lease. What happened? Hurricane Melissa came. So JPS said it's around 500 million US dollars to fix back all of the broken lines in the country, for fix up back everything so you can have electricity. It's going to take 500 million US dollars. So JPS wanted to renegotiate, get the negotiations done, and then go out and borrow the money on their own from private bank or from private people. JPS wanted to do that, you know. They wanted to extend the lease, to get some more years on the lease, for go out and go borrow the money on them own because the lease could make them get the money to borrow. You, the taxpayers of this country, wouldn't have to pay no money or lend JPS 150 million US dollars. You wouldn't have to do that. The government said no, we don't do it, sir. We're going to give loan JPS the $150 million for start fixing up the line. Now, Minister Vaz said, you know what, it is $350 million to ensure that you can get electricity between December and January. 350 million US dollars. Anything you hear me say is US dollars I'm talking about. So what has happened? The government take $150 million, United States dollars, from the consolidated fund where everybody paid their tax in, and lend it to the JPS to fix up the lines. Now look, I am of the view that you fix the house first. You give poor people them house first and you help fix up the country first. Make sure you have a roof over your head first. Not to give you electricity first, but make sure you have a roof over your head first. So the majority of citizens in Westmoreland, in St. Elizabeth, in parts of St. James and in parts of Hanover, that you don't have a roof, what the minister is saying is, we will give you the electricity and then we as the government go and deal with the roof thing. Me personally, I would want to see the citizens of Western Westmoreland roof be dealt with first. Christmas is 4 weeks away. Put them in the house first. Put them in a house first. Help them repair first. Help them ensure that they get a roof over their head first. And then ultimately, while we are putting on the roofs on top of the homes across the country or doing repair, negotiate with JPS while they're fixing now. Negotiate with JPS. Put the terms in which we as a country, because I'm upset with JPS at times, but look, new leadership at JPS now giving us a different kind of service. So ensure that you negotiate now and say to JPS, this is what we want as a country, this is what we don't want to see ever again. Renegotiate. Make JPS go borrow the money. Where the next 200 million US dollars going to come from to give JPS? From the consolidated, from the poor people money again? What we should have done is negotiated with JPS, sit down at the table, ensure that they can go out and borrow the money from private banks. So in case anything happens, it's not the poor people of this country leave hole in the bag. That's number one. And the second thing we should have done is ensure that after almost 5 weeks now, and most areas still no assessment have been done as yet, to ensure that the assessment, the people, let me break it down to you. The governments and the people them to come look by your house to ensure that they can fix the house while giving you the electricity at the same time. I don't know how this going to work out. I don't know how it's going to end. But we all are in this together. Your 150 million US dollars gone already from the little taxes that you pay. Let's just see how this one ends. But those are my views, and those are the views that I will share this morning with my constituency. Now, when you go to court or you go singer for the hire purchase, you know the interest rate. You know what court's going to charge you for that mattress, or you know what singer going to charge you for that furniture set. You know. We don't know what the interest rates are and what the terms are in terms of JPS getting this 150 million US dollars from you, the taxpayer, the poor people of this country. We don't know the terms yet. But if you go to courts today or you go to Singer, you know what the rates are. Look, we want all of the town centers and every single Jamaican forget electricity. We want everybody to forget it. We want to ensure so you can go pick up your little money where you come a Western Union, you can pay your bill, you can have electricity, you can have all of that stuff. But what is electricity if you don't have a roof? Rain fall at Westmoreland every single day. What is electricity if you don't have a roof? What is electricity if you don't have water for drink? I would have thought that the government would have taken this 150 million US dollars. And let me tell you something about this 150 million US dollars. For everybody that lose a roof in St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, St. James, Trelawney, for everybody that Hanover that have lost a roof, this could have given you a brand new roof and even give you a kitchen. And let me just also say again, look, when you take 150 million US dollars from the consolidated fund, every money where we collect in taxes in this country, it is less that we go and get in terms of service for poor people, in terms of ensuring that we can fix up the country. All of this, you know. All I'm saying is, we should have renegotiated the lease. We should have renegotiated the license with JPS and ensure that JPS can go borrow the money from private people, from private bank. That's what we should have done. And I just look, it's not bad mind, it's not grudgeful. I have nothing to do with that. But ask yourselves the questions that I've been asking. Should we have lent JPS 150 million US dollars of your tax money, or negotiate the lease with JPS while they're fixing up the country, if you go borrow the money upon their own? Why if JPS not pay back the money? Why if the foreign company, which is JPS, because government only own 20%, as I said, why if them not pay back the money? Where the 200 million US dollars going to come from? To finish up the $350 million to ensure everybody have electricity. Where it all come from? Where? Who going to find it? And if them can't find it, who going to get electricity and who not going to get? You see the problem now, right? You see the problem.